The Ready, Set, Grow podcast is sponsored by Ag Expert, software designed for Canadian agriculture. Visit them today at agexpert.ca.
Welcome to the Ready, Set, Grow podcast. My name is Michael with RH Accelerator. On the Ready, Set, Grow podcast, we like to showcase startup and early stage companies, as well as visit with innovators in the agriculture and food industry. Today, we're here with Joe Dales, co-founder at RH Accelerator, and Josh Barr, co-founder at Brust Beverage Company. Josh, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me. Really excited to be here and looking forward to chatting.
Would you be able to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'm one of the co-founders of Brust Protein Coffee. We're one of Canada's first functional coffees. Each bottle of Brust comes with a full cup of cold brew coffee and 20 grams of protein. It makes a delicious and great quick morning breakfast or healthy midday snack. And we first started when we were outside of our MBA at Western University, and we've grown the business across Canada, and now we're starting to be a national brand. So really excited about being here and talking more about Brust.
Yeah, I've got one of the products here. Can you just tell us about, where the product concept came from and a little bit about your background in the food and beverage industry too, as well?
Yeah, so I started my career at Nestle Canada, so working in brand management on Kit Kat, Nescafe, Coffee Mate, and helping bring food and beverage products to life. When I first started working at Nestle, I was told I was going to be working on the Power Bar brand. And so I really wanted to understand the consumer. And so I started training for my first triathlon because I thought I was going to be working with that sort of consumer set. Ended up working on Nescafe instead, which was a great business, learned the coffee business. It's one of Nestle's largest brands, or it is Nestle's largest brand and one of the largest coffee brands in the world. And it was a great experience. But I loved training for triathlons, and I kept on training for them and sort of fell in love with the sport. Ended up leaving Nestle and working down in the States for several years where I moved to a new city, didn't know anyone, and started training for long distance triathlons, Ironman triathlons. So that's a 4K swim, 180 kilometer bike, followed by a marathon. And during that time, I drank a lot of protein drinks, and I hated them all. They were always thick, grainy, chalky, high in calories, bad ingredients, and just didn't love drinking them, but sort of did it as a chore. And I ended up deciding to come back to Canada to do my MBA at Western. And that's where I met my business partner, Umar. And Umar and I would go work out in the morning at school, have a protein shake in one hand, which we hated drinking, coffee in the other, gym bag on one arm, work bag on the other as we hustled to class. And it was just sort of this pain point in the morning because we hated that, protein drink, whether it was a ready to drink one or a shaker bottle that kind of smelled. The coffee would be cold by the time we got to class. And it was just sort of this hassle and pain point that we had every morning. And it wasn't until the end of the program when Umar came to me knowing they had worked in food and beverage and said, Josh, what can we do about creating a better, healthy energy drink around this idea of protein coffee and healthy sustained energy? And so starting there, we started working on the idea of Brust protein coffee and coming up with a better solution. So we came up with a product that had great coffee in it, cold brew coffee that's light and not overly acidic. We had 20 grams of grass-fed protein in there, so it's a higher quality protein to help fuel people, that sustained energy. We wanted to keep it low in calories, so all our SKUs are under 120 calories. You don't have the extra junk in there. It's just really the calories that you do need from the protein. And we came to market, and it's been a really exciting journey. I know for me, my background working at Nestle, working in sales down in the States, has really been helpful in my journey as my career. But really was the athletics outside that really was the impetus for the product and seeing the reason for the product in the market.
Yeah, it's an interesting sort of origin story of the product. One thing I'm interested in is how consumers have adopted coffee with protein. It's something I've never seen before, and it does make sense once you start thinking about it.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just pulling up a couple notes here because we have a couple stats. Actually, we're working on a pitch deck right now as we're looking to raise some capital for the business to help us continue to grow. But one of the things that we've noted recently is that consumers are looking to add functional benefits to their everyday coffee. About 30% of coffee drinkers in North America are interested in purchasing coffee with additional functional benefits. And more than half of Americans are looking for adding protein to their diet. Furthermore, 40% of Americans are looking for breakfast on the go. So what we see is that there's about 178 million Americans who drink coffee. Those who drink coffee drink 3 cups of coffee a day, and a ton of them are looking for additional functionality for their everyday product. And so what we've created is a quick breakfast on the go that someone can grab out going out the door, or if they don't have time, that is healthy for them, that tastes delicious, and fuels them up properly with the protein that they need without additional sugar or junk in it that is wasted calories. And so we feel that there's a huge opportunity and huge market across North America and probably globally for consumers who are looking for a product like this. In terms of how consumers have found the product and gotten aware of it, they found it on shelf at retailers that we're in, like Loblaws, Walmart, Sobeys, Metro, Longos. They've also found it online. We do social media advertising where they found it and they subscribe to our product online onto our website. But they really use it. Vast majority, 80% of consumers use our product as a midday snack or a quick breakfast in the morning, with the vast majority of that being quick breakfast in the morning. And so in terms of consumer uptick, it's really been focused on consumers grabbing this as they're rushing out the door, looking for a convenient, healthy, delicious option to help fuel them and give them sustained energy for the day.
Yeah, we really we bought some online when we were first made aware of you guys in Brust, and yeah, we've really enjoyed it. This is one of the light roast, and tastes good, and yeah, it gives you that shot of energy when you need it. Yeah, RHA was really excited for a couple of reasons and why we invested in you guys. You guys are both bright and hardworking, and you've come at this thing from trying to find that market niche, and we're pretty excited about it. And it shows that you found a niche when you get the distribution in all those retailers and get the traction, the sales traction that you're moving forward. So, marketing is such an important piece. We see you have a relationship with some athletes, and most notably the tennis player, Canadian Denis Shapovalov. Can you tell us a little bit about that relationship? And I saw a really good video on your website for people to see as well, where he talks about it. But tell us about that influencer marketing that you're working on.
Yeah, so thanks for bringing it up. I think marketing obviously is such a large part of consumer packaged goods products, and ensuring that consumers hear about our product, understand and trust it, and working with great brand ambassadors is really important. What we've seen from a lot of different CPG brands is them partnering with a brand ambassador or an individual who has notoriety in a way that is grander than just somebody posting about it online. With Aviation Gin, you see Ryan Reynolds. With Body Armor, you saw Kobe. With Vitamin Water, you saw 50 Cent. And so as a small Canadian business, we were looking for somebody in the Canadian landscape who could come in and be a real partner with us to help us grow our business. Someone who loved our product, used our product, someone who believed in our product and believed in us as entrepreneurs, and wanted to take on more of a partnership role rather than just somebody who posts about it on social media, on their stories or on their feeds. And so we ended up approaching an agency to help us with this proposition, a guy named Brian Levine at Envision, and trying to figure out who might be the best partner for us to go and explore our marketing initiatives with. And we ended up finding that Denis Shapovalov was a great fan of the product. He was really interested in partnering with a brand like we wanted to partner, someone who had an equity stake in the business, someone who really want to be involved in the business beyond just those social media posts. And so he's giving us time to play tennis with, and we're going to be running some great promotions for our customers and consumers to play tennis with Denis. He's giving time to do PR for us. He's giving time to do sales calls with us, and those things behind the scene that are really going to help us grow the business beyond just posting online. And we're so excited to have him as a part of the team. He's excited to be on there, where we have our little text group and chat that we're sending messages back and forth about our product, new product development. And it's been a really exciting and an awesome opportunity to work with one of Canada's top athletes, someone who's known for performance, someone who's known for success, and and working really hard to achieve something that few people have. And us as Bruce, our goal is to be your buddy to help you achieve whatever you need to achieve in your day, and we can give you the energy to do that. We know Dennis uses us in his training when he's going from one place to the next. He doesn't have time because he's busy with his other commitments, whether it is training, whether it is social engagements, charity engagements, what have you. He's a really busy guy and uses us to get that healthy energy he needs to continue, being successful on court and throughout his life. And so I think he really exemplifies, who we are, what we're doing, and how we're really helping consumers.
Yeah, that's really amazing. Yeah, hearing about that partnership, and I think once people get to try the product, it's something that I'd never thought of using, but once I've started trying it, I've really enjoyed having that protein coffee together.
Well, the one thing about taste that I'll just sort of interject here is that when most consumers think about, protein drinks, they think of thick, grainy, chalky. And really, we wanted to make something that was vastly different, and also focus on the way consumers drink their normal day, everyday daily coffee. We weren't looking at crazy different flavors. We wanted to provide you with your coffee the way you like it in the morning in a more sustained energy way. So our dark roast is very similar to a black coffee. It doesn't have creamer, it doesn't have sugar in there. It tastes like that black coffee that you want to grab and go and drink. Our light roast is slightly sweetened and light bodied. For those who usually have a bit of cream and a sugar in there, it's more similar to that. And as we continue to grow and operate with our business, our goal is to mimic the types of coffee that consumers normally drink. So you can substitute one of your coffee occasions, or we know consumers who drink coffee usually drink several in a day. They can switch one to grab Brust as a healthy alternative that tastes great and is great for them.
Yeah, I've found I love drinking coffee in the morning as well as a protein shake. And I've really noticed once I've been drinking the product more that I hardly notice that the protein's there most of the time. I love just the taste of the beverage, and I'm not buying or not drinking it for the protein itself. I'm drinking because I've learned to really like the taste, especially the dark roast. So where are people able to get the product?
Yeah, so right now we have an omni-channel strategy for us to be in stores all over the place. Everywhere that you're looking for healthy energy, we want to be. But obviously, as a slow business, it takes time to get to every location. But we're in major Canadian retailers like Walmart, Loblaws, across the country. In Loblaws, we're in the natural value section. You can find us near the Vega Protein. And we're also in regional grocery chains like Metro, Sobeys, Longo's, Healthy Planet. You can also go online and look at our website, www.brustbeverages.com. And that's BRUST beverages.com. And you can see a list of all the retailers that we're in online. We are also available online to purchase. So you can purchase our product in 12 packs or a sample pack as well, 4-pack if you're looking to try us out and see what we taste like. So that's the best ways to find us. And
Yeah, I encourage people to go online and get them to ship some to you to try it and help these guys get rolling. You're a recent graduate. You've started your company. What have you learned in your journey so far that you can share with other founders and entrepreneurs, and as you're journeying through your startup process?
So I think the one thing that I've learned most is about partnership, and having great partners around you, and how important that is. No entrepreneur becomes successful by themselves, or I haven't seen that. Obviously, it takes a great entrepreneur to become successful, to continue to operate, have tenacity, to continue power through, be smart, make great decisions. But you need great partners around you to make sure that you're successful as well, whether those are financing partners or partners within the operating of the business. And so, as an entrepreneur, you make mistakes, just try not to make them twice. And we made several mistakes with different partners that we've had in our business, but we've tried to correct them and improve it in the future. And we've noticed that partners who are involved, who really care about you, who really support you, you can really trust to do a great job, help you so much more than trying to go about it on your own. And finding great partners like we found RH Accelerator, who's helping us immensely, and is a great team. Finding those types of partners is incredible, and highly suggest you do the due diligence and put the work in to find great people to surround yourself with.
What do they say? If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So, good points. And you need a team, and we're really excited about working with you guys. See tons of potential, and really excited about the potential and where you're going. Any final thoughts or comments that you want to share with our audience?
Yeah, we're really excited about where the business is going. We've seen great consumer feedback. On average, consumers love our product. We have a 4.7 star average rating from consumers with over 600 5-star reviews. For us as a business, there's a couple things that we need now. We have distribution, we have a great product, and it's about growth. So the two things that help with growth are either financing or spreading awareness. And so if you're interested in partnering with us and helping us grow Brust across the country and into America, and continue to grow this amazing product and business that we've started, please feel free to shoot me an email. My email is Josh, Josh, at brustbeverages.com. That's BRUST beverages.com. Or if you're interested in trying the product, you can try it online or at one of our great retailers. Or tell your friends or someone who you think might like the product. So any additional awareness always helps. And thank you very much for taking the time to listen.
Yeah, thank you, Josh, for sharing all that great information on Brust. And I just also wanted to thank our listeners for tuning in to the Ready, Set, Grow podcast.